Hi, this is Scott with Virtual Access Media, and today I decided to start a new series. It will be a guide or tutorials on everything from the basic to the more complicated. Just wanted to start out with a new computer. This is actually a new account on my computer, so it's similar to a new computer with the brand new icons on the toolbar, and so this is just kind of the beginning of the series, and I just wanted to get a new computer account and just kind of show you a few things that you can kind of clean up. So first of all, it's going to give you a few shortcuts, and anything that you don't need, you can just right click on them and go to delete. When there is when it says there's a shortcut or with this icon here, and you can also go to properties, and it'll just say shortcut here. That means you can delete it. Nothing will be deleted on your computer. The application will still be there, but you can just right click and delete, and that way you don't have anything that is kind of getting in your way. And so another thing to do is go into this taskbar here, and to show other things, you can select those. So you might have all of these checked at the beginning or none of them. You can check them. Okay, so these are all the ways that you can, all the things you can have on your toolbar. And so first of all, I don't use the local email that they give you, so I'm going to right click and say unpin. And I don't use the Microsoft Store, so I'm going to unpin that. I do use the Explorer, and that's just a shortcut to open the File Explorer, and that's something that we'll be using. I do not use that Microsoft Edge, so I'm going to unpin from the taskbar. This is the task view. I don't use that, and so I'm going to uncheck this. So that will take that away. And this is Cortana, and so I'm going to uncheck that, take that away. I do use the search when I need to find an application. The people, I don't use that, so I'm going to uncheck that. And what else is there here? Show Windows Workspace. I'm going to go take that off. So when you put this on, it's a link to your Windows Ink workspace. This is not a tablet where I can draw on. You might need that for other things, but I'm going to take that off. And alright, so the keyboard shortcut, that is probably for a tablet, so I don't need that. As you can kind of see, when you hide everything, it's actually going to make it so you can just focus on what you need. And so as I have deleted things, you can see that the recycling bin is here. To empty your recycling bin, you just go to right click on it, you go to empty recycling bin. I actually do that quite often, probably once a day, just after I know that I haven't deleted something pretty recently. And that way when I do delete something, I don't have tons of things in there that is actually gonna give me a hard time finding it. And this is my screen recording software, so you probably won't need this, but that's going to always be there. So I'm going to right click on this, and I'm going to say pin to taskbar. That makes it so even when it is closed, a shortcut will be there. Alright, so you can see that if you click on this icon here, it will tell you what's kind of running in the background. So you have the option to get rid of things on the taskbar and move them to this tray here. If it is on and it's set up to be on here, you can't take it off. You can move them around, so if you want to focus on these three, then you can move those down. Also, you have a few options to display these icons on the taskbar or put them in the tray, and I'll show you how to do that. You can either go to right click on the taskbar and go to taskbar settings, or you can go to Personalize and Taskbar. So first of all, you can unlock the taskbar and you can move it to multiple places. If you want it to be locked, you just lock it again. You can hide the taskbar or make it so you can auto hide. The main thing that I wanted to show is first of all, you can make the icon smaller and get rid of the search by clicking on this. So you get a lot of little icons here. Some people might want that. I kind of prefer the bigger ones. So that's that. You can also turn off and on the icons, but these are just the system icons. And so you want to have the location on, action center on, touch keyboard on. So all of these are icons that you can turn on and off, and by default they'll be on the taskbar. However, if you go into select which icons appear on the taskbar, you can determine which ones will be here or inside the tray. So say I wanted to put this inside the tray, then I would just have to turn it off, and then it would take away from the taskbar, but it would be in here. And so you can turn that back on. And so what I've done is just included the things that I really want to see. So that is how that works. Alright, so when you do a search for an application, so I say Chrome, you can do a search, you can find it, you can open it. This is on the taskbar, but if it was a different application, then I could search for that. Alright, so along this side, when you click on the window key or click here, you can see all the applications that are currently on your computer. And by default, it has a lot of different things that normally, well, I don't really want to see all the time. So you can unpin any of these, and that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to, anything that I don't think I will use, I'm going to just unpin. It's just going to make it a lot more clean. So when you actually do use these applications, you can just put those links on here. And what Windows or Microsoft wants you to do is kind of link to everything, buy those applications, things like that. But you really don't need to. So when you're inside this productivity panel and you want to add an app to it, all you need to do is drag. Yeah, you can drag it over. You can put it in there, and you can kind of see that most applications you can put them there, and then you can unpin those. So if there's a application that you use a lot, then it'll kind of give you a bigger view of that. So say I use this a lot, I'm going to put that there, and yeah, you can actually use other applications that are already here. Yeah, so that's kind of how you do that, and you can rearrange them as you want. But that is how this area works. Anyway, if you click on this, you do a search, say I want to go to the clock, you can click on the clock. And if you want to go to the desktop, you want to go to the file Explorer, you can just click on all those. So in addition to that, just an explanation, this might be really simple, but this is who you're logged in as. And this link can go to, you can personalize this list, and you can choose which folders. So say you want to go to your music and downloads, file, explorer, videos, network, personal folder. Now all of these are going to be on the side. So you want to go to your videos a lot, you can just click on that. But that's the folders that are by default your video folder or your picture folder or your music folder. So there's a way to customize that so it goes to the right place. But for now, I'm going to have the file explorer, maybe the settings, not the documents, downloads, music, pictures, videos, network, or personal folder. So actually, I'm curious to see if what the personal folder, I believe that's, yeah, that goes to your personal account folder. And so that's good to have. And so now I'm limited just the who's logged in, your personal folder, file explorer, and that just opens it to your quick access. Actually, if you want to go to your settings, you can just go there. And when you do this at the start, it makes it a lot easier to find what you need. So that clears things up. That's a clean computer that you can really start off with only things that you actually want to do. So again, this is a series about really basic things. I want to make it so they're clear and to the point, and hopefully we can get into more detailed things, but I thought I would start out with the first things first. And that is all for today. If you like the videos, like them. And if you want to see more like this, subscribe. This is Scott with Virtual Access Media. I've been doing computer things for the last 20 years, and I'm not an expert, but I've been using them for a while, so I think I can be helpful. And it also gives me the ability to kind of really figure out stuff and make it better for me as well. So again, until next time, we'll talk to you later. Bye.